On what? On what?
YouTube, people. Technical difficulties to the max.
And here we are.
Welcome, everybody, to the second episode of the Gender Blender Podcast, where we debate the messes
Between the sexes.
¿Qué le pasa? Esa musiquita estaba buena. Hey.
Yeah.
All right, let's check in on YouTube. Everything good on YouTube right now?
Wait, the people.
Share the link on Facebook. There we go. All right, excuse the little technical difficulties today and share it on Facebook.
Oh, I thought we were live already.
We are live.
Oh,
We're live.
we're just testing.
Anyway, guys, if you're watching the stream right now, we were having major technical difficulties, but we're here. We're here, right, guys?
Here we are.
We are here, better late than never. So, how was your week, everybody? By the way, my name is Cryptic. I'm accompanied by...
M. Sosa.
K Mosa.
La otra vez.
Otra vez.
That's 2 weeks in a
That's
row.
2 weeks
that
in
she
a row.
misses a
She's
cue.
I'm good now. K
You
Mosa.
good now?
I'm doing it to you, so don't get it twisted.
What we got here? Here, lower your pads, please.
There.
K-Links.
And you.
You live. K-Links. Oh, I can't hear myself though.
Can you hear yourself?
No. I had to go like this to hear myself.
Anyway, guys, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on with your week, Manny? How was your week?
It was good. I was looking forward to coming here and being with you guys.
An hour late, but we still
Yeah.
here. We still here. The point is that we're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Dime tu K Mosa. That'd be you with the nice little glasses. What glasses at?
You lost your
Producer,
glasses.
tírame los lentes míos ahí porque I feel naked right now.
Continue.
Te estoy diciendo.
I don't have that.
So let's talk about something interesting that happened.
Now
What's
you-
going- We got the producer here real quick.
Not the producer, I'm just...
You're producer today because our producer, something happened to our producer.
Use the LM.
Okay.
Guys, thank you for bearing with us. You see everything that happens right now when trying to get a podcast going live. Instead of pre-recording a
Now you
podcast,
really look like Clark Kent
now really do look like Clark Kent
on Valentine's Day.
on Valentine's Day.
He looked like a little cherry.
Anyway, Kay Links story for us about some wedding engagement ring going on. What's popping? We're trying to build a show about something, and she was telling us about that $75,000 engagement ring. Tell us about that.
Oh, so Portia, she was getting engaged and her man was cheating on her.
Now, Portia who? Williams
Yeah.
from Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, Portia Williams was getting engaged and the engagement ring was $75,000
Okay.
and her man was cheating on her and she said that he was asking for the ring back by cheating. So,
She gave the ring back?
yeah.
What do you mean asking for it back by cheating?
Like
Like the fact that he
you was
cheated.
cheating, so you was asking
The fact
for
that
it
he
back.
cheated was like a low-key way of saying, yeah, I
You
want
know
my
what?
ring back.
But wait a minute.
Now, but who owns the wedding ring? That's my question. I mean, the engagement ring. Like, if the wedding's called off, who owns the engagement ring?
I mean,
I think that depends on why the wedding was called off.
No, the engagement was called off. He cheated.
Well, yeah.
you know,
So who keep...
If he cheated, it's her ring. She earned that ring.
I'm gonna have to go with. It depends if you being petty or not.
Fuck petty.
Cause I'm, you know, some people would be like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, that's mental, destroying me mentally." So I'm taking that 75K with
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
You earned it.
Yeah.
How did you earn it, though? That's the question. What do you mean by
You
earn?
were a good enough girlfriend to get it in the first place.
Exactly.
And you
But
did
isn't
nothing.
that some sort of promise?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you promised not to cheat and you
And
did,
you
so it's
cheat.
mine.
You promised not to give the damn ring back.
But so technically, but what if I don't know that? So in that case, what other gifts should be returned?
That's it.
None.
I'm not returning my doggy. If
None.
that's what you
don't
mean.
return
So she should have
anything.
kept the engagement ring instead of
Yeah.
giving it
Yeah.
back.
She should have for that pain.
But but what
But
is
I
she
feel
gonna?
like
What is she gonna do with the engagement ring?
She's
Wasn't
Gonna
it?
go
Wasn't
get
the
something
purpose?
else made.
pawn it and buy yourself like 5 Louis bags.
You take it to a jeweler and make something else.
Like she doesn't have enough Louis bags as it is.
So there's
she
never
can- you
enough
can always
bags.
Get more bags
That
and
junk is crazy.
shoes.
Are you crazy?
More shoes.
That
Yeah.
Cause
that is wild. If you guys are watching us right now on YouTube, leave a comment and tell us what should happen to these gifts that are given in relationships. What kind of
Found
gifts?
it.
so I'm trying to figure out. He cheated.
Okay,
He cheated on her, right?
Yes.
right.
And basically, since he cheated, he asked for the ring back.
No, he didn't ask. She's saying hypothetically because he cheated.
Oh, because he cheated.
He's asking
Oh,
for
okay.
the ring.
Okay.
His actions are asking for the ring
Okay,
back.
I got you.
And I feel like she should never give the ring back though.
I mean, that's a gift.
That's a gift.
It's a gift.
That's a
It's a gift of
gift.
love,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But it's sort of like you're promising to get married. So if you didn't get married,
Why are you proposing to me if you don't plan on being loyal and holding it down in the word of Jesus?
Okay, so if she cheated, does she have to give the ring back?
Yes. If
Somebody's
if
spiritual
she
today.
called it off either because she got cold feet or she met someone else or she just didn't like his face that morning, then she has to give
ahora.
it back.
Now, what's the question? What led him to cheat?
I don't know. Men are
Ah,
crazy.
that's another thing.
You try-
There's another thing.
That's
No.
another
It's
thing.
whoa,
like it's her
let-
fault that he cheated.
No, I'm not saying it's her fault
Something
he
she
cheated.
did or she was doing.
Because
led to him cheating.
automatically, all men are dogs, right? Automatically.
Automatic.
No, that's not what I said.
Just the ain't shit ones.
No, but always
The
question
ancient
what
ones?
leads a man to cheat. What makes a man unhappy? Now, if you,
Just because you're unhappy doesn't mean you have to cheat.
Bro,
but if you got with a man who ain't shit, you know.
No. Go ahead. Say your statement.
I don't know. I'm looking at the comments right now. Who's Teddy Grams? He said cat.
That was at 8:44. It's
So
8:46.
I don't know what that was going on right now. y'all following? Are y'all looking at
Following
the?
the clock to a T.
Who's
Yeah,
monitoring?
it's right
Who's
there.
monitoring? By the way, we want to make sure we get your comments. So
Oh,
we're
it's
trying
right
to
there.
figure out who's monitoring the comments.
My input on it is I feel like everybody ain't shit. So like for example, like you could be good for the person that you want to be good for, but also you got to recognize when somebody's telling you that they don't like something, pay attention because they're verbally telling you that for a reason. And if you decide not to change that, then that's when that person becomes ain't shit.
Interesting.
That's very interesting.
Manny, have you ever gotten a gift back after you break up with somebody?
Yeah.
What you got back?
What'd you get back?
A teddy bear.
That's-
It was a huge one. It was a huge ass teddy bear. Costed me damn near $50.
my ex-wife took the Xbox.
What?
Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Blue
We're
just
gonna
came
take
back
a
from
quick
NASA. He
Oh, yo,
just came
camera,
back
yes,
from
Blue.
NASA.
Hey, yo, I'm sorry.
Oh, he came back from the moon.
From the moon.
Our producer just came back from the moon.
I see.
Smelling like hot karate.
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Why you smell like hot karate?
You better
my brother?
stop. You better stop giving hugs. Don't give me no
I
damn
got to
hug.
work. Woke up late and
Everybody-
be like, I'm gonna go around the room now.
Blue, the producer.
Came late, back from the dead.
Yes, Smurf está producindo, puto.
Anyway, guys, this is Gender Blender. We're live. Everything and anything goes.
We
at
keep
the
it real.
moment.
You see exactly what's happening.
All right.
And not happening. Like, not showing
How
up.
y'all doing, everybody? How
All right, but do
I'm pretty sure y'all already went through this, right?
yeah.
We talking about
Yeah.
we talking about regifting. What we're gonna do real quick, we're gonna take a quick little break, and we're gonna come back and continue this topic while Sploo gets his life together.
That I need.
So Smurf, take us to a little break.
That's a bad idea. But
No, Juan can't do that. Smurf can't do that.
Smurf can't do it.
No.
Why? What the Smurf?
what happened?
Birthday.
All right, so let me ask y'all a question
all
though. When do you give a promise ring? Do you still give promise rings?
When you're 15.
See, that's the thing. If I answer, they're gonna think like I'm corny or something.
Ha, go ahead.
Go
Who
for
gonna
it.
think
Be
you
corny.
corny?
I tend to do that. Oh, I did that before. I gave
You got the
promises.
cheeks, though.
Huh? Damn right, I got the
There you
cheeks.
go, man. That's the whole point of that right there.
I had.
That's
to
the
seal
whole point
deal.
of the promise ring?
You promise you gonna get the cheeks.
Out loud right now.
Promise.
Splu is back.
Shit.
Splu, the topic we're talking about is if the wedding's broken off, do you return the engagement ring? What's your opinion on that? You gave us a little something before we went on break, but what you got?
Honestly, I'll talk to you honestly now. If the man,
Pero qué depresión que tiene en la voz.
Ve acá, you Splu or Barry White?
What's going on?
¿Cuál de
bro?
los dos?
He look like he about to sing on that mic.
Dice, let's get it on.
I'm having a stressful day today.
Yeah.
We've noticed. We can tell.
It's been a rough one.
You think?
So
And it's freezing on top of it?
speaking honestly.
If you cheat, do you expect the engagement ring back?
Oh no. I don't even expect my clothes back. That's it. I'm done.
All right.
If I make sure if she find out I cheat, I gotta make sure I have like storage or something because I'm not probably not going back to that house that night
Ever.
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 Yeah, cause I cheat hard, man. I'll be like,
But what if the ring cost $75,000?
we gonna talk. We gonna talk. We gonna have a conversation because that was an investment right
You gonna
there.
have a powwow?
I thought we was gonna be together for life, and now you.
So
wanna-
did she.
Shit.
Oh, I made a mistake.
You don't make mistakes in
Mistakes can be very expensive. Sometimes $75,000.
First off, you're not even buying somebody
all-
you that you must
First
have
of
money
all,
to spend.
Kobe Bryant made a mistake, right?
And he paid
Okay.
for it.
Back in the days.
How many millions did it cost?
I mean, it was probably like $1 billion. But, you know, I know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be in Hollywood a few years, so I'm going to be allowed at least 6 mistakes a year. That's what.
At least 6 mistakes a year.
Llévame contigo.
That's where the income is going to be, hopefully, Lord willingly.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's some stuff, right? That's some shit. Gotti, you'll still keep the ring.
Hell yeah. I earned it.
Okay, you'll still keep the ring?
I'm keeping
You
it.
looking at
A
me,
matter of
I never
fact,
gave
you
you
know
that.
what? I might even record that shit on live, me pawning and take the money.
She said,
Wow.
Like you want to cheat me in public and the whole world know it? I'ma take that ring and pawn it in public and the whole
I
world
see
know
it,
about
though.
it.
I see it. Because that, at the end of the day, that ring is signifying the relationship.
Somebody said by law, if the engagement is called off, the ring goes back to the purchaser.
boom.
That was
There you
a
go.
woman?
By law.
Did a guy say that?
By
It
law.
was a guy, right?
Yes, it was.
Who said that?
That
Read that.
man crazy.
That's a smart person right there.
Man, crazy.
Because they can't see my beautiful face.
Can y'all see
Ow.
our faces?
Get out. Let's get that beautiful one.
She's looking at the monitor. You're delayed, super delayed, because she's been on that monitor for. Yo, guys, today's just. Are we? Can you see us?
Today
We're
is
good.
just
Yeah, we're
technical
good, we're good,
difficulty.
we're good.
day.
Listen, guys. Today
Yeah.
it's been a little difficult, but we're making it work. So we still got the show popping off. So the next topic we got. What you got, Kay? Let me know.
I was gonna say, like,
What you got?
you know,
Tell me.
what you was gonna say.
Ti.
Oh,
Ti.
Oh, don't get me started.
I'm pretty
with
sure
this.
everybody has heard the news about Ti.
That's the most
Yeah.
ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my
know
entire
what-
life.
First of all,
That's crazy.
when I read this story, first of all, I was like, yo, this man's OD. He's taking his daughter to the gynecologist to make sure she's still a virgin. So I'm thinking, like, how old is this chick? Yo,
She's
when I read the
18.
article that the shit says she's 18,
She's
Just
18.
turned 18.
just turned 18.
But mind you, his previous daughter, what's
Baja. I think no, the one that's in the group with the
yeah,
three girls.
Sonique,
Esa no sirve.
Zanique,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zanique. Yo, she went out and got her apartment when she was 18, I think, it was,
Claro.
or 18
That's
or
probably
19.
why.
esa tiene milla ya.
But I mean,
But why you trying to act brand new with this one?
First
if the
off, do
first
you-
one went off and did.
Not only I
Porque
keep
la grande cogió milla para los 3 y él dijo, no, espérate, yo
I
tengo que
guess he
reducir
figured
la
first off,
chiquita.
no, not
But
even.
my question is he that concerned about his sons getting
That's
women
what
pregnant?
I'm saying.
I don't think it's a problem, considering I don't want to re-quote, but I'm really sure that there was somebody in the industry that has said that they would fuck his daughter. So I feel like after he heard that, he got more protective of her because he know that people are gonna try to fuck his daughter
But what
for
does-
beneficial. And you can't get a guy pregnant. You can get a girl pregnant.
Well, nowadays with all, that's
That
the
would
whole
be-
different
that would be
topic.
awful.
Okay, but I'm
Money,
saying,
there's plenty of women that can
yeah,
get
but I'm
get
saying
pregnant by him.
realistically, I'm
But
saying
my question is, what does that say about his daughter then? that do you think your daughter's a hoe?
But
There's just so many questions.
There's
No,
that.
I
There's
don't think. I don't.
So if you're my daughter and you're telling me, Dad, I'm not doing anything, I'm still gonna take you to the gynecologist. That means I think you're a hoe.
No,
Plain and
that doesn't
simple.
mean he thinks you a hoe. It's just that he never. The girl might be oblivious to certain situations.
Like
and
having
he knows
sex?
that.
How you're not oblivious to
No,
having
but I'm
sex?
saying like, do you realize that her being in the industry that she's in, anything can happen?
Like what?
But she's
Anything.
Not, but she's not.
But
oblivious.
but when you
She's
say
not
anything,
oblivious.
give us
It's T.I. We're
specifics.
talking about T.I. We're talking about a man.
All right, but just because of that, like you never know. Like you never know what can happen to somebody's daughter out of the fact that that's just T.I.'s daughter.
That's a fact.
So like a date rape,
Y'all
like
going
date rape.
in more in, huh?
Like a date rape, or they slip something in her drink.
It could be they slipped something in her drink. She don't remember it. She even fucked somebody.
All right, so
and now
look,
she pregnant.
Let me give you a crazy
But
scenario,
what's
right?
he gonna do about it after that?
Look, this is the crazy
you
scenario
don't-
right here, right? We got T.I.'s daughter in the party, right?
Right.
Boom. I'm just do some stupid shit. 16, 17 years old, right?
Yeah.
So, right? I slipped something in her drink. Now she's drunk. Now she's fucked up. Now we all talking about, yo, how dope would it be to have a video of T.I.'s daughter, of us smashing T.I.'s daughter, and then even sending that video to him, like, yo, listen, if you don't give
But
us this
that,
much.
but not his concern.
These are the things he probably go through his head.
But this is the article. The article said T.I. takes his daughter to the OBGYN to see if she's still a virgin. First of all, the OBGYN can tell if you're a virgin or not.
I think they can.
No, they can't.
They can.
No, they can't. What, because of the
Scientists-
hymen? The hymen, some women are born without a hymen. Some women rip their hymen riding a bicycle.
First of all, do we even know this is true?
Yes,
Yes.
scientifically, yes.
Do we need a
Scientifically,
a
yes.
doctor to come in?
You cannot tell that a woman is a virgin just because she doesn't have a hymen. Ladies, do we agree?
I don't
Yes.
know.
Oh, well.
No, it's true. You
I'm
can't
being
tell.
honest with you. I don't know.
You can't tell. And there's that, and she could actually pay her doctor to lie.
Yeah.
First off, your doctor is not supposed to give out your information.
Number one, she's right. HIPAA laws.
First of all, T.I.'s a millionaire.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is, if I was her doctor and she came in and said to me, my dad's gonna ask you, I'm gonna protect my patient and I'm gonna lie.
I'm not. Well, they're not. Yeah, they're probably gonna be like, I'm not allowed to give you that information.
Yeah.
No, and even because what he said was he'll
Especially when you're
he'll sit
18.
next to her and say,
You're 18.
Do you give your doctor permission to tell me?
You're an adult. Why
Yeah,
should
but
I?
when she was a minor, she
That's a different
what
story.
what the doctor would do is ask
Even when she
her.
was a minor, just taking
And
you.
because she was afraid of him or whatever her reasoning was, she would say, yes, you can tell him.
¿Y quién se está riendo de esa risa?
It ain't funny.
Just testing out the sound effect.
No.
No, but seriously speaking, though, I don't know. That's just creepy to me.
All right,
That's
but-
just weird to me.
It's
I'm
weird.
sorry.
But we all
I don't
know
see myself taking my
weird.
18-year-old daughter to a doctor to see if she's a virgin.
Probably kicked
Okay,
her
but
out
he's
at
been doing
18.
it since before she was
But that
18.
also brings up the fact nowadays how boys are raised different than girls.
Sadly.
But what-
Always
that's-
have been.
I think that's always been like that.
I mean, it's always been like that, but now in this new day and age where
We would expect things to be
we would
different.
expect to be different, like with gender equality and, everybody being equal with the 50 different genders that are out there, it's,
Yeah, like for example, your son could bring like 4 females in a month in the room, and you know they smashing. It's not a problem. But your daughter brings 4 male into the room during a month, and they smashing. It's a
just a double
problem. They're
standard.
not even getting
It's a
through
double
the
standard.
door onto
And
the
we
couch.
spoke into this on the ages, it's double standard.
Well, that all depends on the concern, though. Like, for example, as I feel like the concern, there could be 2 different concerns. Like, as a parent, you're concerned about,
Tell us, T.I.
right? Right? 'Cause the same way you could be concerned, like, my son bring 4 girls to the house. I'm gonna still be a concerned parent. Like, yo, my man, you strapping up.
Right.
It's a different concern. You strapping
It is a
up.
different concern.
You know, you doing this. Don't be getting these little girls pregnant. You know, these little girls get pregnant. You got to move them in. Now with my daughter, personally, I feel like I'll have the same concern. Like, if I'm already letting to the point, I'm letting her bring dudes to the house. My man, ese toto no es mío. Like, ella puede hacer lo que ella quiera con eso.
So, T.I.
With age though, because my daughter's not gonna be bringing in
know.
dudes at 16 years old.
First off, your daughter's not gonna be bringing in dudes, and you know it at 16.
She
Nah,
going to their
16.
house.
If she got a
She's
little
gonna,
bit.
she's gonna
I'm
be
not-
one of the 4 women that other son is bringing to the
Fact.
apartment.
Yo, listen, I
Always
would
having
number
a
3?
lot
like I'm not gonna be one of those parents to try to cover the sun with my man. It's like I could tell I've done everything my parents told me not to do. everything.
And
What
look
am I
how
gonna
well you
expect?
turned out.
Did she tell you to come late to
Look
your
how
radio
well
show?
you turned out.
My mom, you see what happened was,
It's because he's done everything as well I told him not to do. Don't be late to your radio show.
I expect every child to be rebellious.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm gonna accept it
Right.
personally. I'm not
For
gonna.
facts.
It's gonna be a phase.
Facts. If my son or my daughter, if I find out they're smoking weed, I would rather them do it with me than at a stranger's
Facts.
house.
Yo, you want to do that? That's what you like to do? All right, listen. You
I
you
mean,
only
no,
do that shit in
not
your
that's
room.
what you like to do.
Yo,
but,
yeah, that's word.
but like,
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, listen, if you want to do it, I'd rather you do it in my home where you're under my
Facts.
roof. And if there's no cops arresting you, there's no cops running out in the house because they selling other drugs there too. Like, you feel me? But people don't get that.
But at
Yeah,
at what age is that appropriate for a person for your son?
Honestly, to be honest, I know people that started, like guys or girls, there's no gender to it, that started smoking at 12. And their
But does
parents
that
had
make-
no
but-
clue.
but
There's
does that
no
make-
age to start
But does
to
that
smoke.
make that right?
No,
Doesn't make it right, no.
It's
But
a personal-
it's just what it is.
it's a personal decision as a parent. I know people right now that probably are more successful than, with no disrespect, than anybody in this room, and they could probably tell us their childhood and say like, yeah, my mom used to let me smoke weed in my room at 14. They knew what that
Facts.
liberty was. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
they don't know what
you
it
want to
is
know what's the crazy part? When that happens, they learn how to, like, because you have that, parent looking over you doing it, they learn to control and not let it get out of hand. Versus
I agree.
somebody who's doing it outside of their household, they learn to abuse that substance.
I'll tell you what the problem with that is. You're supposed to be your child's parent, not their
I'm not
friend.
a friend.
Your kid is gonna have a billion friends. The last thing they need is another friend.
Okay.
Every child needs
Facts.
a parent.
Okay, but at one, do
When
you
they're
ever
eight-
see? But
when
do you
they're
ever see?
18,
Do you ever see the child that you overprotect and they keep
Well, there's
being rebellious
overprotection and
then
there's parenting.
then they start lying?
There's overprotection and
they
then there's
start-
being oppressed.
you
Oppressed
have
children.
to have rules.
Oppressed
you cannot be running
children.
wild.
There's a
Yeah, but
difference.
you got to remember those rules are only gonna apply in your house.
But there's a
Yes.
difference
Hello.
But
between.
you know what? There's rules, but there's gonna be rules everywhere your child goes, and it starts at home. When you let your child tell you what the rules are gonna be,
That's what the
I like
problem-
to smoke, so I should
Okay.
smoke in your house. If my rule is you don't smoke in this house, you don't smoke in this house.
Oh, in the house.
Yeah, well,
Cool.
where else he gonna smoke?
Well, that's the thing. Even if you see, you're saying no smoking in the house.
Yes.
Now, if your son, right, for
Yes.
example, tells you, "Mom, I like to smoke. I've smoked with my friends and I actually enjoy it."
Okay, but you ain't smoking in my house.
Cool.
So
My
you're
house,
telling
I'm
what
telling
you're
you.
telling your child at that point is you're not smoking in my house. He's gonna take it as, oh, I'm not
Mama
smoking in
said
the
I could
house.
do it.
All right, let's go to the staircase.
Exactly.
And guess who's stopping you at the staircase? The police.
That's a
and guess
choice
who?
he
and
made.
guess who the police gonna come and get ACS
That's a
for?
choice he made.
You.
That's a choice he's made.
Yes,
and he's gonna
but
have to live with it.
Overall,
Right,
as
exactly.
a parent,
Yeah, but you got to remember your son is young.
Yeah,
He's young.
he was young, but
Right. Well,
He
at
was.
this point, right? At this at
Yeah.
the point that we're talking about, right? He's young.
Uh-huh.
So this is
16.
something.
Let's say when he was 16.
Okay.
He started with that. I'm
Right.
gonna smoke, not in this house. Okay, I'm gonna go smoke with my friends. You get caught, that is on you because I told you first of all you
Regular
shouldn't do
parent.
it. You
Okay.
know it's illegal.
but the thing is that it doesn't fall on them being 16. Being 18 and over, yes, but being 17 and under by law, it's gonna fall on you.
Yes, it does, but he still has to pay the consequences, whatever that may be.
He gonna be like,
I
I don't
see
care
what
if you
There's
take away the
consequences,
TV.
and
you
from
should-
you. They gonna
Not for
find a
nothing, I agree
way.
with
They
her.
gonna find
They're
I
a
gonna
agree.
way.
find a way, but
Facts.
they're gonna learn.
They're
Because when he goes to work and his boss says to him, "You can't smoke in the bathroom," and he does it, he's gonna get fired.
You know how many friends I've been around that their parents have been strict as fuck and they still managed to do everything that they wanted to do?
Yes, I can tell you right now. I got pregnant at 19,
Get
and my
'em,
parents
girl.
were very
But
strict.
but to
that
be
doesn't
honest,
mean
to
that
me,
my parents are gonna be
but
like, you
that-
know what? Just
Yeah,
whatever you want, 'cause I
exactly.
don't want you to get pregnant at 19.
but I'm
It's-
not saying as far as being pregnant, like
It's all
you feel me?
rules.
That
They're all rules.
Yeah,
Whether
but
you
can you, right?
I'm
as a
speechless.
parent, as a parent,
Ditto.
I personally see things like this. Like when things
Sounds
when
like
you can-
personal therapy going on right here.
Yeah.
I'm just-
Something good
I
for
have
the
none
kid,
of
for
these fucking
example, right?
problems.
If you were having sex at 19, living with your parents,
Yes.
I'm assuming. Okay, cool. Your parents knew you had a boyfriend.
yes,
Okay, cool. They used to let him come in the house and stuff.
not.
Apparently he came
I
in
like
more
that.
than the house.
No, they were not aware of the things that were happening
So-
behind closed doors.
What I'm trying to say, like, ya, I say that it's like, ay, look, ya ella tiene su novio, You know what I'm saying? Ellos pueden venir, él puede venir. Like, yo, it starts practicing. Now, what happens there is like, she's gonna be extra careful now because she's gonna be like, yo, I can't let my parents down. They're already letting me bring a guy to the house. They're already letting me
But
stay
life
in the room
happens.
with him or whatever. But now I can't let them down. Like, that would be un defraudo. If it's worse, when you're out in the street, it's different because you're rebellious. They find out, you're like, ah, bueno.
Well, it's
You shouldn't let me
expected.
smash in your house. But if you're smashing in your house, yo, trust me, like you will be, at least me,
Extremely careful.
exactly, because you're like, I can't
Extremely
fuck
careful.
this up. Like all my other friends, they gotta be smashing in staircases and smashing in a car. Nah, I just gotta go to my room because my parents know what's up. And as long as, I've had friends, my own mother used to bring me condoms to
This
my
ain't
room.
mad shit.
Yeah.
14, 15 years old, because she knew what it was. But she used to do the same thing with my sister at 17,
Shit.
18,
I mean, to each his own.
you know?
That's just how I see it. I feel like I saw too much to sit here. Like, if I tell my kid, don't do this, I'm going to just be like, listen, I'm telling you because I know you don't want to take my advice. That's fine. That's it.
'Cause you already
You
lived it.
can't
It's gonna-
force nothing upon nobody, even if that's your child. Because at the end of the day, if they don't want to follow your rule, guess what? They're going to go and not follow your rule, not in your household.
Well, I'll ask you this. How many lessons have you actually learned in
On
life?
my own in my life without being at home, a lot, and I'm happy for that.
And that's it.
And I didn't listen to a lot of things my mom said.
Exactly.
But guess what? I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for those mistakes I made that I learned from.
Exactly
So
why
I'm
you
glad that I
Applause,
didn't
applause.
listen.
There you go.
We'll give it that. We'll give it
Little
that.
Gotti.
No, I'm just saying, like, because for example, like, you know, when you in a Hispanic household, parents is mad strict.
Tell me about it.
Especially if you in a household that's kind of religious.
Tell me about
They're
it.
mad strict. So off rip, I did not want to live in my household.
But you know,
Tell me about it.
but you know that you gotta understand we're those old parents now. You know that old school mentality
I
that we
hate
grew
it,
up with.
though.
But you know what it is though? I'm kind of scared for this generation now because we don't have that old school mentality anymore, like how our parents used to raise us. Our parents are dying. Let's be real. So
Wow.
So no, let's put it this way.
Wow.
That generation, those parents that were born in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, it's a wrap. Look at the generation of parents today that are raising kids today.
These kids having kids.
It's scary. If you think about it, it's really scary. So when are we gonna try to bring it back and try to keep some of that foundation?
I mean, we
because let me finish my point. Because if you're gonna rebel against your parents and you're gonna let your kids rebel against you, what are you gonna teach? What is your child gonna teach their child?
Well, it's a
a lot.
rebellion if you let them do it. That's the problem.
But I'm saying, but a lot of parents nowadays are letting their kids rebel.
Because they don't consider it a rebellion. If you're telling your kid they can do it, they're not. There's no rebellion. Against what? There's no rules.
Exactly.
So
and
now
that's
everybody's just running wild.
exactly.
Then we wonder why everything is the way
but
that it
there's rules though. No,
There's rules, but you just said that the kids are breaking the rules.
No, there's rules though. No, I'm saying like some people may not pay attention to them. Like there's gonna be rules. I told you, I'm gonna tell you like I don't want you to do this, but it's up to you. If you don't want to, then fine. Like I'm not gonna force it upon nobody.
But it's not okay. But there's a
no
thin
forcing.
line.
It's
See,
just
see what you're saying is
making
wrong.
sure
There's
But
a
that's
thin
the
line.
thing. As a parent, some parents sadly they force it upon their kid. I don't want you smoking in my house. If you smoke in my house, I'm gonna do this and this and that. That's forcing.
That's a rule.
That's a rule.
consequence.
As a child, they see that as forcing. I'm not.
It's- but
I'm
you
not
have-
trying to bring you the perspective of a parent. I'm bringing you the perspective as a child.
But this is the
how
thing.
the child sees it.
I have to disagree because this is the thing. So if your child grows up with that mentality, and I'm his boss, he's gonna tell me to go fuck myself. So
All right,
he's
but that's
gonna
different,
no,
though.
that's not
Your
different.
boss is getting
How
that
is it
check.
different?
That's
No,
what
stop.
your
That's not
parents are
different.
paying your bills, your
That is
food,
not
your house,
different.
your
All
clothing.
right, and that's when you do stuff like I'm taking away your Xbox.
Nah,
it's
see,
called
that-
rules and consequences.
It's rules.
That's enforcing.
Because he or she needs to learn how to respect authority. And your mother is your authority. I tell my daughter, her schoolwork is how she gets her money. Like you doing your schoolwork right now, that's your job. That's your job. So you're not gonna go tell the teacher, go fuck yourself because I don't listen to my dad or my mom.
No.
You understand? You have to, I understand. Because everybody's like, oh, mom sold this, mom sold that. Me too. My mom used to beat the shit out of me when I got disrespectful. And that's another thing we got to talk about. Kids don't get hit no more. Because all of a sudden, kids want to call 911. Why? Because they fucking rebel. Oh, they get on the. You know what I mean?
First off,
the
I don't
thing- the
believe
thing-
in putting your hands on your kids.
I don't believe it. I never exactly.
But
What?
see, this is the thing.
I'll knock my kid
No.
out.
No.
Please. Let that nigga get crazy.
Thank you. I was raised in a religious, like you said before. I was raised in a religious home. All you heard in my household was everything godly. So they had me on a very strict line. But they beat the living tarnation out of me if I went this way or that way. It was always this way. It's the way that you raise your kids. It's the example that you give your kids at home that is going to determine what that kid is going to be down the line. That's how I see it, because that's how they raised me. That's how they raised me. They raised me a certain way, and even if I wanted to go this way, I wanted to go that way, I'm always there because of what they taught me, because of what they implemented in me. That's how I see it. The way that you raise your kids, the example that you give your kids at home is gonna be what you call it? It's gonna be a reflection of what you are as a parent.
Person.
Yeah, but
This is true.
Here's where, for example, my opinion kicks in. Like, my mother, very decent person, very holy person, right? Always talking about God and church.
Right.
And I would come out, and I remember people being like, "Pero ¿qué es lo que le enseñan en su casa?" And I was doing everything that I was
Can't
not taught at
satisfy
home.
everybody.
You understand? So it's like, which is why I say, like, I'm not gonna be too hard on my kids. Like, my kids are babies.
Because you went through that.
Like,
you know what it's like.
I'm gonna be here busting my ass and showing manners and showing this and showing that. And then soon as you meet up with little Ray Ray in school, now you all, suck my dick. You all doing all these things that
I
I
think you
know
Ray
you-
Ray person.
I was definitely Ray Ray. I ain't gonna lie. I was Ray Ray. I was definitely Ray Ray.
We're about to go to break, but
He
let
was Ray Ray,
me
got
leave you
it.
with this quick point before we go to break. My daughter at 10 years old was listening to Cardi B, was listening to bad words, was listening to this or that. But guess what? Everybody that's met my daughter would tell you, your daughter doesn't know who Cardi B is. You know why? Because at the end of the day, yes, I'm gonna take Cardi's point, Kaylin's point, and state the fact that yes, you don't have to be afraid. That's what parents this day and age, and that's why I keep bringing the parents from the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. You have to keep some of that foundation from your parents and be a little more modern. Because I'm not telling you to be the same as your parent. Nobody's ever going to be the same as your
all.
parent.
I wouldn't.
And
I
no
wouldn't
kid
do
is
that.
going to be like
I
us.
would not do that.
But I tell you this much, you will never hear a bad word from my daughter's mouth. But guess what? Every month I go into Instagram chats and I see her saying, fuck homework, fuck this, fuck that.
That's regular,
But
though.
that's regular, exactly. But do I confront her about it?
No.
Because why? At the end of the day, she's a teenager, she's an old person, and I have to give her that balance. But at the end of the day, you gotta understand that shit's not gonna happen around me. You're not gonna use a bad word around me. All right? So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. We might continue this topic because it's really hot, but
Yeah.
anyway, we're gonna take a little break. We'll be right back. This is Gender Blender on LMP.